Okay, so my question is, do violent games provoke violent behaviors? First, a little bit of context. For a long time, there have been talks about why children react aggressively to certain situations. A factor being the protagonists of this conversation are the new video games in which explicit content of violence is shown everywhere. An example of this could be Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, games that involve gun and aggressive behaviors. Even important people like the former US President Donald Trump came and say that violent games cause violent behaviors in adolescents. These words condemning violent video games have been the cause of thousands of parents banning this type of content and even punishing their children for consuming it. But the type of games you play really have something to do with how you react to different situations, or is just a theory based on prejudice and ignorance? If we manage to put an end to all these discussions that if violent video games provoke these type of behaviors, we could put aside all of those prejudices and that they say about violent games and try to focus on solving the real reasons that cause these violent behaviors. Well, my hypothesis. I believe that violent games do influence behavior, but based on my experience and on my friend's experience, I don't think that it's specifically violent games that provoke this behavior in youth, since I myself have felt stressed by a violent video game as for a sports video game or a strategy video game. And I think that what pushes aggressive people to be like that doesn't have to do at all to the type of games you consume. Okay, for my investigation, I will conduct a small survey in which I will ask key questions to determine if people have come to feel aggressive tendencies after playing a certain type of video game. And if they, I will review what type of video game they were playing in order to determine what type of video game is generating the most aggressive trends in the consumers. Uh, well, as we can see in the survey, I realized the people who tend to develop aggressive tendencies after playing a video game are mostly due to video games that have nothing to do with aggressiveness, such as sports or adventure games. While shooting games and fighting games that are the violent games do not have as much as percentage as the other ones. Well, in conclusion, I think that what this research taught us is that yes, some video games actually produce aggressive tendencies, as we can see in the graph. Like half of people who play video games have experienced these tendencies, but not only by playing violent games, but the vast majority have experienced the same with other games that have nothing to do with aggressiveness. So my hypothesis was right. Video games do cause violence aggressive, but it has nothing to do with violent games. It, in general, in sports games, adventure games, strategy games, in every type of games, non specifically in violent games. Thank you.